folks, welcome back to Schedule 1. It yet again has been a while. If you're really enjoying watching me play this game, I apologize. I think I had said we would get, or I would get the deals done between videos. I have not, obviously. So we're going to do that. I think probably I need to sort my life out, but that's a different matter. I need to sort out all of the things that we need to do deals. So I think what we need to do is we need to get these sold. But the last time we attempted that, the old pawn shop guy did not want to really do us a deal. So anyway, we need to clear that out. I wonder if that's because we have the reoccurring order with the thing. I'm not sure, but what we're going to do is buy a whole load of baggies. How many do I want to buy? It's 200 seem extreme. It does to me, but that's what we're going to buy. Because then we'll have loads. Yeah, I've not played this game since the last time you watched me play it, to be quite honest. Just because life's been very, very busy. If you only watch me play Schedule 1, you are, I guess, quite unusual, because most people tend to watch me play more than just Schedule 1. We might as well get those packaged as well, I suppose. But yeah, life's been very, very busy. So I've been producing less videos, and I tend to, these days, only play Schedule 1 to make videos at the moment, and therefore have not been playing this. So, yeah. I just had a quick look at the Steam page, and it doesn't seem like there's been an update to the game. 1, 2, 3. Since I played last, so that's cool. Yeah. I'm not really keeping up with things as much on this game now, so what do we need? We need and what have we got? We could do with some more of that, so let's do, if we do, yeah, we'll do 20 of those. So let's grab that. So we put those there, we unpackage, we do that, the bags there, we change it back to package, and boom. So yeah, my original thought when before I opened up the game, was we would start working on setting up the barn, because last time we bought the barn, and then when I opened up the game, I realized I had left it in a state where we had a whole load of deals to do. So I don't know where we'll get to today. We'll see. And I've just realized that I'm away in a hotel, and I've got a big reflective surface next to me, being a window. So I've just closed that, because I don't know if it's making the sound awful. Yeah. So let's deal with that. Let's close that off. Let's throw the empty jars back there. We'll grab some of that. We'll grab some of those. Do the same thing. Boom. No. That. Unpack, unpack, unpack. Bosh. Put that there. Put those back there. Put those back there. Put those there, pack those. Yeah, so my thought was we would start working on setting up the barn. I'm not actually sure if the kit we have down at Bungalow is now becoming empty. It would be cool if it is. because of, say obviously, maybe not obviously, but my intent. So we've got 20 of that. We've got nearly 20 of that. We've got plenty of that. We've got plenty of that. We might want more of, not that one, not that one. No one wants any of those, so we need to come up with a better mix of that. I think we might want more pink crack, but I guess we'll just have to see if we've got enough, and if not, stop by the bungalow. So let's head out and make some money. I don't know why I sounded like someone from South Park when I said that. I feel a little bit stuffy this morning. Actually, I think, as I said, I'm away in a hotel and have just woken up and feel a little bit blocked up. That's probably because it's a hotel with air conditioning. Yay. I did actually sleep pretty solidly through the night, which is kind of rare for me. Let's have a little look at the old map. So everything is pretty much that way now. So I guess let's go that way. Let's think about, where are we? Where are the Rozzers? And try and avoid said peace officers. Sir, I am not keen on you using my business as a place to purchase my products. Draws attention to it. Please do not do that. Need to separate the two, you know. It's a legitimate post office business. We don't want the police to be thinking that it's anything other than that, you know. We just offer postal services. And you're out here buying, you know, other chemical related products that we might also provide. So I think maybe last time I think I did go around and deal with some of the orders because we were carrying some stuff. I'm having recollections of that. So we might be okay with what we're carrying actually. Behind the dealer. I think we're at the point where we can't revisit our potential customers until the next day. So we'll leave them in peace this evening. Or I say this evening, it's like post 4 a.m. We're in that magical hour of infinite time, which we love. I should have brought my graffiti remover with me. Oh, did I give her the wrong stuff? Oh, this is what happens when I'm not paying attention, folks. Oh well. Where am I going now? Remember, folks, the customer is always right in matters of taste or something like that, is it? It is important that is. It is a much longer statement than most people make. Customer is not always just flat right. In fact, most of the time, people in general are just plain wrong. So, you know. Bosh. So what have we got? Containers, Western Wharf. Okay. Hey, dude. So, should be over this way, yep. Yeah, so I think I would still like to start getting the barn set up. And I've not really thought about a layout particularly because, you know, we don't do that here. We just wing it most of the time. Should just carry graffiti remover with me in the backpack for when I see that stuff. Because, you know, it's just dirty, isn't it? The graffiti they leave laying around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bosh. Why 85% acceptance? Is the quality not good enough for you, sir? Let's actually grab some. You lot. Yeah, you need paying. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just give you a grand. 1, 2, 4. Awesome. So you're set up and paid. We got on the shelves here. That's just raw. Yeah. How's this looking? So they have nearly worked through all of that. We might as well just let them grow all of that, I guess. Hopefully that'll get caught up now they've been paid. So let's shift that into there. We only need that, so we can take a bunch of this and ship it to the bungalow. Awesome. Hopefully we've got storage for it at the bungalow. Hopefully now I now don't run into the peace officers. Right, let's go do this deal and then we'll unload all of this at the bungalow. And that means we should be better stocked for the future needs. And obviously it means it's stuff we don't need to move because we've already moved it. Yeah, that's how it works, isn't it? If you've moved it, you don't need to move it. Well, you might need to move it because then you might want to move it somewhere else. But right, we're going to need to get the bed out of there. All right, so we need to leave an gap so that we can do like switching around of stuff in that one. You can go there and let's get a bunch of stuff out of there and just lob it in. It should be more organized, but do you know what? I don't feel like being organized today, so we're just going to lob stuff in there. What I meant to do was find a product that our new potential customers would enjoy, and I didn't bother doing that. So anyway, let's sleep and then let us do a few things. So I guess and empty the backpack a bit more. No, there's plenty of space. Yo, dude, yo. So actually they're all running, so I'm not too worried about that. we are going to head to Dan's Hardware. There is a closer hardware store to the... Yo, dog, how about instead of that, you pay me a little bit more? That looks really small. All my eyes are not as good as they should be. I do need to go get my eyes tested. But anyway, I would like to purchase something, sir. I would like to purchase some large storage shelves, and I think I would like to purchase 10. No, let's go for the new jobbies actually, because they've got 12 slots, which is more, I believe. Let's purchase 5 of those. No, we could get the huge ones, couldn't we? Ignore that. Let's get 5 huge metal thingies. That's just laundering done. And let's take these up to the barn. And then as we start to get things available to move, we can move them. The barn is this way, isn't it? Yeah. I believe. It's been a long time since I've been out to the barn, folks. It is one that I tend not to use. Yeah. It's one that I tend not to use because it is a long way out from everywhere. So it's a bit of a pain to get to. That's why I went for the docks first, because it's closer. It's also a more uniform shape. Because the barn has all of the barn supports, which are a bit of a pain. So how huge are these huge things? Oh, they're not too bad, actually. So we can do that. Christopher, how about, rather than paying me that, you pay me that? Because we're spending money, folks, so I'd like to make a little bit more money. You know, I've got costs, folks. I've got costs. So, and then over this side, we'll replicate the same thing. There we go. And then maybe so a typical layout before for this. Back in my day, back when I've used this area before, is up here you'd put all the beds, but now obviously we have lockers, so you don't need as much space. So I'm going to put one of those up there for now. And what does one of these look like inside? So, wow, that is a lot of storage, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20. That's awesome. We like that. And so the plan up here is to do the meth and the weed. So maybe we could go check on the sweatshop and see if that can be ripped apart. Because that might be in a state where we could do that. And get that moved and set up. So, because neither of them need, I think, to be particularly large productions, because I think certainly I've always ended up overproducing, and now it's been a while since I've watched anyone else play this game, to be honest, but I think it's a common trait that most people overproduce when they play this game. And yeah, look, we've got loads of it just sat there, and these are now all done. So it'd be a perfect time for us to move it all. And take all of the product, because what I want to do is have everything in one place. So we'll have, because the everything was going through the same everything we were doing with these products was going through the same mixing process. We can have it all going on in one place. So I wonder if I can push you up to 1,000. Yes, I can. Awesome. So I think that makes sense to me, to move all of this up to the other area. And if maybe not, of course. But the nice thing with using the barn is that then we can get the materials that we need for the methylated spirits delivered to the barn rather than me having to go buy them, because I think we can get all of that delivered. So obviously that's cool as well. It's one less thing to have to do manually, and so hopefully everything can run a lot more automated. Now I think even with what we had going on, it was a little bit too much. So maybe we only need one set of I'm at the point where that's a pretty big deal, so let's bump you up. Words. Maybe 2 is too many, because we've just got loads of this stuff sat about. Maybe we only need 1 set of ovens. And we can save a chemist. Because we've just got so much of this stuff just sat about. What am I doing? You're being dumb. It goes in there, and then it goes in here. Yep, and then we grab those. And I'm just trying to think about how, I think if we set mixing up in the middle, so that everything flows into the middle and then out. So let's, hate that they have those posts there. But I think what we could do is put some storage behind them. So maybe have that like that, and then have some of the shelves behind there to put the products on that they were using. Bump you up a little bit as well. Awesome. I think that'll be a nice little setup. I don't think we need any more than that. I actually still think that's excessive. I guess we could let the chemist go from the sweatshop, because I don't know what we're going to be doing with the sweatshop now, if anything. That might just become a storage location. 1 second, sir. And then let's go for an 87% chance. There you go. 1 happy Sherman. officer. I'm just moving my friend out of her apartment. Yeah, I think we let her go, because otherwise you're just gonna be standing there unsatisfied. I'm sorry, Shirley, but you know, you've been great, but you've been great. That we'll do the right thing, and we'll plan to tidy up after. Actually, you know, she's not made a mess, which is kind of cool. There's a lovely apartment we could rent out. Look at it; it's wonderful. So what I'm going to do actually, is the hardware store still open? Yes. Dan, my dude. I'm gonna grab a couple of those and stick those in here, because I think we might relocate ourselves from the motel over to here. Because there's more space. Javier. Yeah, that's a decent price. I'll give you that. And yeah. Jerry. Yeah. Because then we could still have the mixer set up in here and more storage stuff. So I think we'll probably look at relocating ourselves. How about instead you pay me like that much? But yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll look at moving out of the motel room, just because there's a bit more space there. That feels sensible to me. That feels sensible. So what we're going to need to do is get the chemist hired and set up. Probably get a handler out here as well. Let's get the lights on. There we go. So yeah, what I was thinking is put that there, put that there. That should be plenty of storage for the jeez. Yep, good stuff. That should be plenty of storage for doing the production, and then I guess we need some for the output. But all the shops will be shut by now, so. But I think what we actually want to do is maybe use one of the big ones as a buff for going into the production from both. So from this and from the growing operation. And maybe actually we could have the mixing along here and the growing down there. And I think we're going to end up with an excessive amount of space for stuff. This open, so that can go in there. We need to go get our supplies for doing our deals. Got deals in it. we're really looking for more like that kind of price, Phil. Actually, I'm curious what are contacts. Barovia. We need another 50 to unlock the last region, which is what we were working on previously. Previously on suburban dealings. Yeah, that's what we were working on last time, isn't it? With our art exhibitions. So we now need to be careful of the local constabulary. Jessica. Just a little bit more, Jess. Awesome. I'll give you the good stuff, love. I'll give you the good stuff. We're back in a moment, sir. So, yeah, I think we will... Let's grab some of that, some of that, some of that. Oh, we probably need to bag some more of that up, don't we? Move you, grab you, and you. Move both of you into there. Grab you. Bosh. You in there. You in there. It's a process, folks, and many of you may or may not know that this comes from a Timberborn creator. Yeah. So I've not watched in absolutely ages because I'm obsessed with watching Kerbal Space Program content at the moment. Get those unpackaged. God, I seriously need to get some breakfast, but because I'm away at the moment, the routine that I tend to follow when I'm away, yes, shock, horror, I have a routine when I'm away. I know that will stun many of you that are watching, which also involves me, if I can, staying in the same hotel every time. Well, assuming I'm in the same city, which I am in at the moment, is that I get breakfast on the way to work. And I've got a few hours until I need to leave for work. Well, actually, now I've got about an hour until I need to leave for work. So, you know. Bosh. Right. So we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. Let's go make some friends. How do we make friends, folks? By selling them chemicals. Don't do that. Don't do that, by the way. So you wanted those. Yeah, so I think hopefully next time we... No, you want that. Hopefully next time we will be in a good position to focus on moving more of our operations across. I need to remember to go hire the chemist, and I think maybe a handler would be a good idea. So we can start to get some of that stuff set up. You know, some of the basics like delivery routes for some things. I don't know whether customer expectations are not met. He wants pay attention to what you're supposed to be delivering instead of just bloody gas bagging. Right. So behind the diner, okay. Yeah, so I don't know whether it's better to wait until You are here. I don't know whether it's better to wait until I've got everything moved and then set up all of the workers, or whether it's better to do it in little bits. I have a little bit of a feeling that it might be... Obviously, the benefit of doing it in bits is we'll get it working quicker, but we've got plenty of product. Because I have a feeling that... no. Did I not pick up any... One moment, sir. There we go. That was the alarm going off to wake me up, even though I am awake. And that completely threw my train of thought. Yeah. I had no idea what... Completely thrown my train of thought there. So, anyway. Yeah, so I was rambling, I think, about whether I should set everything up in one go or not. And I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens when we return next time. As I said, on Dealings in Suburbia. Yeah. I think I know I have said I'm now at the point where I am almost the deepest I've got into this game. I have had previously setups at the barn, setups at the docks. I don't think I've unlocked downtown before. If I have, it's only been once when I was, super enthusiastic about the game when it first came out. Obviously, it feels now like I've been playing this game a very long time, even though it's not that old a game. But it's yeah. So it's but I think most people tend to overproduce stuff. We clearly are. Just like the small meth setup we've got loads of it sat about. Now, will we end up having not enough with all the customers unlocked? I doubt it, because we're producing a variety of products. I would like to get some interest in the mushrooms, but I probably need a better mix. Because the mix I went for was around profitability, and it's pretty grim, I think. So, so, yeah, there is that. There is that. So where are we headed now? Back towards the warehouse. Okay, cool. Cool. So I've been playing this whole time without sound, and I've been quite glad that the old cartel haven't been to visit. We've got a deal just here. I can get over the fence. Can you just reach over? Awesome. Good stuff. I had a feeling with her name that she might not have been willing to, go to the effort of stretching across the fence. That's harsh, actually. Not all Karens are Karens. Anyway, so we've got 3 to go. We need to restock our Bosch. Wow, we've got nearly 30 grand in cash in hand. So that's pretty nice. Oh, while we're in here, so I don't forget, let's get our... yes, I want to hire a handler, just to give me the option. Yes, this UI is so painful. Hire an employee. Hire a chemist. To the barn. Yes. Deal. I wonder, some of you watching might know, is there a mod to handle hiring employees? So you can like text him, because that is quite a painful process. Now I would assume it ends up being the same UI, but at this point it's like, it really feels a bit annoying and unnecessary. There we go. So what I'm actually pondering, for the sake of a little bit of money, because money is not something that we are massively short of, and we could upgrade some of the setup then to the better pots. And for like the cost of 3 mixing machines, just getting the stuff set up at the barn and getting it going, because then we could move the stuff, you know, we could like start mixing the stuff that's up there and getting that set up going. So yeah, I'm actually pondering that. Anyway, that is it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button, and I'll see you all next time.